I built a fantasy world where sinners are given a second chance in life. Hi, welcome to the Dimeru Worldbuilding Project. I'm Aska. I'm a freelance illustrator based in Indonesia. I'm here to share you my process of building a fantasy world I've been working on for a couple of years. Dimeru is the world I created as a setting for my webtoon released back in 2020. The webtoon itself was discontinued as I am unable to finish the story due to personal reasons. But I fell in love with this world and concept I created, so I thought might as well dive into exploring it and see how far I can experiment with the designs. Also, because for such a long time I've always wanted to create something by my own, to have that freedom of exploring, learning, and trying things out the way I want. I've actually already made a simple art book out of it. The world map, places, and a few important characters were already shown in this art book. But the thing is, for those who knows me well enough or had followed my artworks before, they know that I love to be detailed in my work. And this art book is just the surface of what it actually was. I didn't expose much inside because I was unsure of people's reaction when they read it, so I decided to make it simple, especially because I'm not a concept artist and I'm not used to drawing environments as much. That being said, I'm kind of a newbie when I made this. In terms of me not knowing the basic skills and being a self taught artist. When I released the art book at my first solo convention, I have absolutely no expectations. But surprisingly, there's a pretty good reaction and I see the potential to expand it better. So basically, I made the book to experiment a little on how it feels like to publish an art book about a world I created and to see how people would react to it. I do know that when it comes to solo projects, we have to be our own biggest cheerleader. No one, and I mean no one, will care about the project as much as ourselves. Therefore, we need to really like the project for ourselves and not for others. But sometimes the support and reactions of people who notice our project could mean a lot. Gaining the energy from other people's good reaction was a nice boost, which is why I'm going to share my process with you guys here. Hopefully, when you watch my future videos, you'd come to love the world I created as well. You might be wondering, why make the world building when you're not even going to use it to continue your webtoon? The thing is, this world held a special place in my heart, and it helped me cope through a rough stage of my life. I also love to design in fantasy themes, and as crazy as it felt when I worked on the previous art book, I'm still invested in this world, so it's kind of hard to let go. Just so you know, in the beginning, aside from the fact that I used it as an experiment, the previous art book was only meant to end the journey of this world in a good note. I didn't have any plans to expand or continue it. I just want to make other art books unrelated to it after this particular art book is done. But the more I think about it, the more I thought, well, I don't really want to end this yet. I've also been dreaming to be able to get back to that fun and creative headspace where I could just draw whatever I want, create as much as I want, without worrying if my work would be acceptable in the professional industry. You could say this project would feel like a safe space for me to express myself freely. Yes, that young schoolgirl mindset where I think I just want to draw pretty and cool things. As much as I'm grateful for all the work opportunities that comes my way, I've always missed those days back in school where I sketch purely because I want to do what I like. No other expectations. I mean, sure, I often post them on social media and getting likes would literally feel like being on cloud nine. But back then it was more to improve for myself with no pressure. And it was also about connecting with other people, getting friends who have the same passion and have similar mindsets. Now, since this is the intro, I'd like to give you some disclaimers, just in case. First of all, I'm sure you've guessed this already. I'm not a native speaker and I don't use English as my daily language. Therefore, I hope you understand whenever there are any words or grammars I use the wrong way. I mean, I'll appreciate it if you correct me, but well, I do hope to improve in the future. Disclaimer number two, I am totally self taught, so please take whatever I share you here as a grain of salt. If you're looking for a professional world builder or concept artist, you're in the wrong channel. But if you're a newbie like me who just want to make their own fantasy world, or if you're simply someone who wants to join my journey here for fun, I'll welcome you with open arms. Let's walk this path together. The third disclaimer, since I'm self-taught and have limits to sources, I might do things slightly different than the others. Yes, there's the internet, but that means a whole lot of different advices and knowledge, which leads to disclaimer number four, forgive me if I ever took the wrong source. But I do appreciate it if you could correct me again, so I could fix or clarify them, whatever the word it is, in the future. I don't mind at all. I'm learning as I go. And the last disclaimer, number five, if anything I created offend a certain culture, race, religion, or any other sensitive topics, I hope you know that I never mean it. This project is purely for the joy of creating, and I would never wish to offend anyone in the process. Okay, from here I will start this journey hoping that I can be consistent and be able to finish it without any regrets. Though the end of this journey is still unknown, I'm both excited and nervous to make things work. We'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. Hope you stay happy and healthy, and see you in the next one.